Welcome back to another episode of The Careful Boys. Hey Bart, what was the story of your parents' immigration?
This is based off of me putting it together because my parents, as you know, they were divorced and they both love to tell lies. So this is me like deciphering over the years which stories make sense, and I put them together. So the story goes, my mom met my dad as a pen pal playmate. Yeah, pen pal. I don't know what's the word.
Pen pal.
Yeah, pen pal. As a
Cybering?
as a pen pal in the news in the newspaper. And
Newspaper?
yeah, the Chinese newspaper apparently so one of the newspaper
That's tight.
publications, they print in Taiwan and in America. So my dad was already here first. And was like lonely or whatever, but it's got to be like looking at the classifieds, right? Like seeing big booty.
Before we get into that part, like, why was your dad already here first?
Oh, so my dad, he grew up
We skipped half the immigration story.
So he grew up in communist China, which is why he hates fucking communism, because he was during the period where they shut down all schools, they were burning all the books, and he said like the way they passed out jobs were so fucking retarded, because my dad was really good at math and science, and one of his closest buddies was a straight retard. But then the way communism passes out like your jobs, it's not based off merit, right? It's just like equal shares or whatever. So my dad got assigned to go work at the rice fields, and then his retarded friend became an engineer.
What?
So he was like, how the fuck is this supposed to work? He was like, fuck that. I need to get the fuck out of here. So my dad is the seventh youngest of 7 kids. And the youngest of 7 kids is not the 7th youngest.
Young of the world, yeah.
He's the baby. So everyone is like older, right? And then, you know, like when you're older,
He's the last oldest.
yeah, like they're already set in their ways, they're comfortable. So even when shit's fucked up, it's hard for people to leave, right? So I think my dad and his other brother, the 6th brother, their plan was, we're gonna find a way to get the fuck out of here, and eventually we'll sponsor and bring people over because they'll do the hard work. So it was him, his brother, and there was like his girlfriend at the time, and like 4 other people. When they were 15, they fled communist China to go through Hong Kong. Like that was the route. And he had to go, I think, 2 or 3 times, because the first time, one of his homies got bit by a snake in the mountains or something, and he died. And then so they're, oh shit, they freaked out. They went back. Another time was the mountain guards, you know, like the immigrant, like their ICE or whatever, or their border patrol, like shot a motherfucker or locked them up. And then so they had to go multiple times. He finally made it to Hong Kong. And then the gig that he had was he convinced a restaurant guy to let him work there and let him sleep in the kitchen. So he'll be the one to close up shop, rinse down the whole spot, and then he'll just sleep there. So he got free food. He started getting paid, and eventually saved enough to come to America, because that was the promised land. Like America is like the furthest away from the spectrum from a communist land. So he came to America, and I think he was still in the like Chinese restaurant business. That's what he was doing. And that's in other videos, that's where he also, I think, banged a white girl for the first time. And so I guess maybe he was lonely or whatever. So he was like, oh, I want to like talk to some fucking bitches on the newspapers. And then my mom was probably lonely. I need to talk to some of these N-words on these newspapers. And then, and then eventually we're able to connect, which still, that part of the story, I still don't know why she was so fucking lonely.
You know who wrote first?
I don't know. But what my mom
Just the N-word.
what my mom did tell me, and my mom is like, you know her, right? She's fucking like asexual, like fucking Buddhist person. When she talks about my dad's writing, she gets flustered. Like, oh, the way your dad wrote, oh my fucking God, I was so fucking wet. Like,
Slid in my DMs.
that's like, she said she fell head over heels based
Poetry.
off his writing. So they're like,
Damn, I wish you could read those letters.
yeah, I know. And they're like, we gotta meet, we gotta do whatever.
Oh, fuck, honey.
Yeah. And then so he was like, yeah, you gotta come to America. And then so they arranged a trip. My dad was gonna come visit my mom in Taiwan. And you know, back in those days, it's like 3-step marriage process. It's like If they cool and your parents like them, fuck it, tie the knot, you know?
Yeah.
3 is fuck it.
Right? It's there's not like
Parents like him?
Fuck it.
yeah, they don't have all these fucking check boxes the way we have these days. So my
Red flags.
yeah, so my mom exactly. My mom told me she went to the airport.
Don't divorce quick.
She went to the airport to go pick him up, and my mom was like scared. So like every step of the process, she would like phone in and talk to my grandma. So she was like, okay, I'm at the airport. I'm gonna be in like the reception area, and I'll call you back. And then my mom said she saw my dad come out of the plane, and she was immediately disappointed.
Oh, no way. That's real for real how she felt?
Yeah, she was like, ugh. She was like, oh, I don't know. She calls my grandma, and then my grandma says, so what does he look like? She's like, I don't know. I think he's probably like a B- or something, or a B. And then my grandma's like, no, he's got to be better than a B. Just meet him. She's like, oh, all right, fine. So she takes him, brings him back home, and she stays with my grandparents for like 2 weeks. And I guess in this period, he really won over my grandparents. So like, and I this part I think kind of like plays pretty true to a lot of Cantonese stereotypes, I think. Because I think the Cantonese stereotype is like from the other Chinese, like Cantonese dudes will do everything. They're down to clean if they need to help clean. They'll cook. They'll do like they'll break traditional gender roles or whatever. So like he was helping out around the house, helping like my grandpa take out the trash, do whatever. And then like my grandma, who was like more like Mandarin based, she was like, oh, he's a dream. Like you gotta marry him. This guy does everything.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, oh, I don't know.
Wow, she really had doubts the whole
The whole way. But then my mom's like, ah, fuck it, she's already here. And like I think she was old already. She was already like 30 something. So she was like, fuck it, let's do it. They get married. They go to America. And this is now it's from my mom's side. She was like, what the fuck did I get myself into? Because she remember putting on my dad's blankets for the first time at their home. And she said it felt like a draft come in over here. Like there was like holes in like the comforter or whatever. So she felt like because I guess in Taiwan, she would have lived like the Japanese, like what Joe was talking about. Like she didn't need to leave. She was college educated in Taiwan, had a great job, worked for like one of those like big Fortune 500 companies in Taiwan. Yeah. There's no reason for her to leave. She's cushy, you know? And then like my uncle was going to dental school. So like they're of that class of people in Taiwan. Yeah. Then he like gets married to a Cantonese refugee. And then goes to America and is living like the apartment life. And she's like, what the fuck did I do?
Damn, okay.
Yeah. And then so they came here and then they got knocked up. And then my dad convinced my mom to go back to Taiwan to give birth. So I was actually born there. I came here when I was like 6 months. And
fucking fob.
Yeah, I'm a fob. Yeah. Because the benefits are hella good there. Like socialized medicine.
He just didn't want to go through the whole pregnancy process. He was like, just go over there and get kids.
Oh, that's
And
smart.
my mom said the reason he sent me back home so he could fucking cheat on me. And so it's like all the stories are always me like, is that true? And then my dad, and I would ask my dad, yo, did you cheat on mom? And he'd be like, no, I love your mom to death. Like we wanted to have you. Like, why would I cheat? But that also sounds like a way a cheater guy would defend himself.
Cheater logic, yeah. Cheater logic.
Cheater logic too.
It's always, why would I ever do that?
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, you kind of sound like you're cheating, dude. I don't know, man. So yeah, that was their immigration story.
Damn.
Just ending on the cheater line.
Did you ever find out if your dad actually wrote to multiple pen pals and your mom's just one of them?
I don't know.
Only one that responded. Oh,
It wasn't even his words. Just found some other Casanovas fucking, yeah.
That would be sliding into multiple DMs, right? It's to slide into multiple mailboxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have. But my dad is a good writer, though. I've actually...
How to like I added in the classifieds and then who's gonna hit it? You know, back then that's what you do, right? You put.
No, I've read his like letters to my mom because like they fucking hate talking shit out. So even like when my when I got kicked out of high school and my dad was trying to convince me to move to Almaty to go live with him, they'll never talk on the phone because it'll just turn into a fight. So he has to write shit out and then give it to my mom. Like, this is pretty much saying, like, you fucked up. Give him another try. Let me try to be a dad or whatever. And then so my mom will read me like word for word what the writing said. And I know enough where like I can tell she's not lying. So I'm like following along what she's saying. And I'm like, oh yeah, Dad's actually really good at writing.
So your dad, was he a citizen and then he got like a marriage visa for your mom, or like, how do you know the process?
Citizen first.
Did you ask him the process of like how he became a citizen with no papers and shit?
I don't know. I don't know if it's like some sort of asylum or I don't know.
Communist
I'm
runaway?
sure like they
But I remember
run from communism.
they became a citizen after I was a kid though. Oh, yeah. So I remember being like, I remember being like 4 or 5, and then they were going to some, when you're a kid, they just go to some big administration building. And I remember them going, today's a big day. You have to wear a little dress shirt. I have to wear whatever. Mom's going to wear this. And we have to go take a picture together and do all this stuff. And I remember the day they became a citizen. And so I was like.
So that means he was green card.
Green card, yeah. Green card.
Damn, I didn't know that. You could have a green card and you could bring over an immigrant and marry them and get them a green card.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Just to remind you though, Joe, you are a citizen, so you don't have to worry about that part.
But when I went to the place, the immigration place with Hannah, they kept talking to me like I'm there trying to.
Well, I mean, optics would make quite the quick assumption for sure.
And I got angry and I said, "I'm the American bitch."